Hi, this is Genea Stephens, your program assessment coach. This year, assessment is asking that you take a short detour from our normal 3-year cycle of course assessment to focus your time and energy on program assessment. Much like assessing a course, where we're evaluating how well our students are learning at a course level outcome, program assessment looks at how well our students are achieving those overarching outcomes for the entire program. This is a high-level view that encompasses outcomes from all the different courses that contribute to the end result at the program level. Let's talk about how we're going to do that. We're going to start by looking at how each of your courses are mapping to the program learning objectives. You can always find your program's official description or course descriptions at the Curriculum and Transfer Articulation page, also known as the CCTA page. This is an example from the Administration of Justice program. You can see when you look at each program learning objective, the work of mapping has already been done at the instructional council level. Now, we're only asking that you build on that this fall. When you get your program map, it's going to have all of this information on it. Let's take a look. Here's an example of what your program map will look like when you get it. Your program's learning objectives will be pre-filled in for you. You'll see that each course that is listed for your program is here. We're also listing each of the courses that we see on the CCTA page for you. If there are required courses outside of your prefix, we are calling them required delegated courses. You don't need to worry about them right now. We'll get to them later. For now, we want you to focus on the required controlled classes. Those are the ones in your prefix that are listed on your program as necessary for the degree or program. You might also see required or 1, required or 2. This is how we're labeling classes where a student has a choice of which class to take to fulfill the requirements. So the first step is to make sure all the courses related to your program are accurately listed. We don't know your program the way you do, so the map is a starting point for you. We need you to make sure that it's complete. Please check to make sure no classes are missing or have an old title. Your program may also have elective courses listed generically with your prefix, that meet restricted elective requirements. If that's the case, these should all be on your mapping spreadsheet. If you're missing courses, you can add them until all the courses that your program offers are on the map. When all the courses are on the map, you are ready to move to the next step. For each of the required controlled classes, the ones with an X in the box, we need you to do 2 things. Identify at what level the course supports your program learning outcomes. Does it introduce the concept, reinforce the concept that was introduced in another course, or is that where students are demonstrating they've met that outcomes objective? Then we're asking that you identify what course learning objectives align to the program learning objectives. In this example, you can see that AJS 101 CLO 1 through 10 all align to the first program learning objective. This is a really subjective process. It relies entirely on your subject matter expertise and knowledge of your classes. This is an example of what a completed map should look like.